I don't feel like filming that video. I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't have the patience. So we just gonna do this one instead. Amen. Amen. Hello everyone, that was a solid clap. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Vieve McKell. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Today I am making another video in my unintentional Let Me Upgrade You series, where I have been talking about perfumes that either I want to upgrade to a bigger bottle, I have upgraded to a bigger bottle, and I think I'm gonna do a video of perfumes that will not be making it to a bigger bottle. And today is perfumes that I did upgrade to a bigger size, small owned edition. So from black owned businesses, small owned businesses, things of that nature. Before I get into that, you know, I have to always thank my amazing, beautiful, incredible subscribers. You guys continuously show up, show love, hold it down. It don't get no better than y'all, period. So without further ado, these are just the ones that came to my mind that I have started with a sample or a travel size, and I have since upgraded to the big dog. Now, I'm not going to hold you there. Some other ones that are already on the way to me, but we're not going to talk about that. Let's do one of my favorites, my loves. This is Cherry Shock from Daukens Arome, which is a black owned business as well. This from first sniff. From the very first sniff, I said yes, yes, and more yes. It is this beautiful powdery cherry scent. Yes, there are some other things going on in here. The notes say cherry, ginger, and jasmine sambac. So I don't think this is blind buy safe. I do think you should smell it first. And they do have like travel sizes to buy, not samples, because their samples are only like 1 or 2 mils. Theirs I think are like 7 mils. So enough for you to try and see if you're gonna like it. You definitely need to smell this first. And I believe this is their dupe for Tom Ford's Electric Cherry. It didn't matter. I did not care. Love from first sniff. I actually own this in the Parfum mist as well. And did I ever get this in the body oil? I can't remember. But I want this in everything. Whatever this comes in, I need it. This from first sniff, I said absolutely. Spin the bottle. Spin the bottle, spin the block. I absolutely want a bigger size. I have to have a bigger size of Cherry Shock. And I have no regrets. No regrets. I have a dent in this, which is the, what are these, 1.7 ounces? Yeah. I have a huge dent in the Parfum mist. I be spraying them inside of that thing. And let me tell you, she hold on for a long time. Their Parfum mist are their version of like an eau de toilette. It be holding on for a long periodically time. Okay. Also here we have Black Rose, also from Daukens Arome. Look at my dent. And it's worth so this one, I don't remember smelling this because I own 2 samples of this, because I smelled it the first time and I think I was just like, you know, it's different, it's okay. I smelled it the second time and I thought that was my first time. No, I smelled it the second time and I thought I didn't like it the first time. But then when I went back and watched it, I was like, you did like it. So I don't know why I wasn't as obsessed the first time as I was the second time. The second time when I smelled it, I was like, I can't believe I've gone this long and it didn't have the full bottle. I was like literally obsessed. It is a almost like a spicy rose, but powdery, and it's just, I knew when I smelled it for the first time, I knew. I said, oh, this has to come on with me. I even have this in their like little deodorant that they have. I think I may have it in a body oil now. I don't know. Whatever this comes in, this is another one. I want it in everything. I want it in everything because it is just perfect. It's right up my alley. I don't blind buy this. I definitely talked about this in my video about perfumes that I don't recommend you buying without smelling first. This is in there. It's different. It's its own thing, okay? So if you've never smelled it, just because I love it, hey. But this was another one that I smelled and I said, oh, be so for real. Okay, this is Funfair, also from Daukens. This is another one that was it that, I want to say it was their spring summer release, I think. But this is another one. A lot of people don't like this. Well, I'm not gonna say a lot of people, but this is another one. They either love, I don't know why my tongue is against me today. They either love it or hate it. I happen to love it. So those are mango, powdered sugar, and vanilla cream or vanilla creme. I feel like you smell all of those notes. I feel like you get all of that. I feel like you can smell the powdered sugar in there. I don't think I've ever smelled a perfume where I felt like I could smell the powdered sugar. Like, I felt like I was at a carnival and I had just ordered like an elephant ear. Like, it was just immediately transporting me to this, just like, I don't know. I just love this so much. And from first sniff, I said, oh yeah. Funfair will be back. So let's do Genre Parfums, which is another black owned business. So this is Vanilla Shadow. Now let me tell you, this is Vanilla Shadow, okay? Let me tell you, so somebody has sent me this. So I order, there are different people in like the duo groups who will decant their collection. You can pay them a couple dollars per decant, whatever. So I had ordered some decants of some duos, and she had included some various decants from other places as well. And one of them was this Vanilla Shadow from Genre Parfums, and I immediately said yes. I immediately said, and this was before I had got an actual good order in with Genre. I still didn't know what I was doing, but I knew then. I said, I don't know what this is, but I will have a bigger size of this. And then the next ordering window after that, I upgraded to this 30 ml. And I'm still trying to figure out if during the next ordering window, look at my dent. Okay. Y'all see that, right? Okay. That's a good dent. And this is going to be current on my current tray for, what's this month? For March and April. My theme for my tray is going to be black owned and women owned businesses. So these are all in some form going to be on my tray. This going to be gone, right? So I should probably just go ahead at the next ordering window. Just go ahead and spend a bottle and get like a 50 ml. Right? That seems like the only logical thing to do. But this is like a woody vanilla type of scent. Very pretty. I love this so much. As you can see, I think this is supposed to be Fire at Will, I think is the name of the perfume it's supposed to be a dupe for. Which I've never smelled the original. I do still want to smell the original. However, Vanilla Shadow, when I smelled that sample, I sprayed it one time and I said yes. One time. That's what I should call this video. One time and I said yes. Okay. Another one. I just got this and I already have a little dent. This is Safe Haven from Genre. Okay. And look at my dent already. And this is in the 50 ml. And so this is Narco. What is this? Narco Oasis by Narcotica. I think that's what this is supposed to be a recreation for. Listen, me and Safe Haven, this one I started with. I think I bought it. Did I buy it or somebody sent me this? Did I buy this sample? I can't remember. I definitely started with a sample first. Either somebody blessed me and sent it to me, or I bought it. Either way, it started as a travel size. Baby, I flew through that travel size so quick. So quick. Me and Safe Haven, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. We go together real bad. This was another one time. And I said yes. Okay. So this is, next we're going to do the artist formerly known as Pick Me Up Parfums. This is in the scent Watermelon Sugar. I just upgraded this in the last like month or so. So I have not worn this yet because I'm waiting for the weather to break a little bit. But when I first smelled Watermelon Sugar, so this was when things were done a little bit differently, which nobody asked my opinion, but I did prefer when she did the no FOMO sales and the FOMO sales. But I also understand people get in there and complaining that it's been 3.75 hours and their order hasn't shipped yet. I understand that the people have zero patience. So she has switched her, her business model, and I understand. But my unsolicited opinion is I still like every now and then a little no FOMO sale. Nobody asked me, but that's just my 2 cents. So that was one of my purchases. I think there was like a pack, a snack pack or something, and there were like little travel sizes, and watermelon with sugar was in there. And from first sniff, one sniff, and I said, this is the watermelon I have been looking for. This is the watermelon perfume I've been looking for. Like, it's a juicy, sweet watermelon scent. And I said, yes. I said, this is what I've been missing. Sugary, sweet candy watermelon. Yes. You do smell the rind of the watermelon as well. But it just adds to the greatness. It just adds, like, this is what I have been looking for. Oh, it's so juicy. It makes your mouth water. Woo! So freaking good. So this is watermelon sugar from Vieve. And it was a one sniff, and I said yes. Okay. Another one that was like an immediate yes is Drink Up at a Swim Up Bar. I keep calling it Drink Up. It's just drink at a swim up bar. And I did get this in the 50 ml. I just upgraded this as well. It's so different and unique, and I love this so much. I don't recommend blind buying this. There's a sour pear note in here. I happen to absolutely love it. Okay? Obsessed with it. I was even wearing this in the cold weather. I'm not gonna hold you. I might put this on today. I was given that. I think I finished that up. That little travel size is gone. I'm pretty sure it's gone. I said, I have to have this. It's fruity. That sour pear just adds a little bit of something to it. Ugh, I don't know what else to say. Not blind buy. Ooh, before I could even put my nose to it. Oh my God. Like a fruity cocktail. That's what it reminds me of. It's perfect. Perfect. Like, I knew from first sniff, I said, oh yeah. Oh yeah. I will have this in a bigger size, and I think during the Cyber Monday, I said just go ahead and throw it in the cart. Okay, now these last two were not an immediate, like, go ahead, spin the block, okay? And even as I have the bigger size of them, I actually I think I wore both of these the other day. I did. And they do last all day. Okay, let me get to the perfume, talk about them first. So this is Somewhere Over the Rainbow, which I think used to be called Mallo Treat Bar. And this is Rainbow Mallow, which I think she has another one now that's supposed to have more marshmallow in it. I'm gonna have to spin the block. Both of these were not loves at first, okay? Both of these benefit from sitting for a couple of months, okay? Now, can you wear them now? Sure, right? Like I said, I wore both of these the other day with something, child. I don't remember. I think I wore it with Vanilla of the Extreme from Dua. I could definitely smell myself all day. I was getting whiffs of myself all day. Who that drink up at a bar? When I went to scratch my nose, it's just focus. Last all day, okay, and I did get a compliment, right? I just feel like these both benefit from time. Number one, Rainbow Mallow gets stronger as it sits. Because I think that was one of my things when I first smelled it, was just like, it's just really soft. I was like, it smells pretty, but it's soft. It gets stronger as you let this sit, okay? She not no pump. Now, for some reason, my atomizer on this one don't work right. Yeah, she's a pretty soft marshmallow scent. But as it sits, it gets stronger, okay? Now, Summer Over the Rainbow, this I think was the one I was scared of it a little bit at first, because it's very strong. Look at can y'all see the oil concentration just from my spraying that? But yeah, Summer Over the Rainbow, which was Mallow Treat Bar at the time, I was scared of this one because it was a little bit too foody for me. And then I had just eventually resolved, the more it sat, I was just like, this not for me. I was like, it smells like a Fruit Loop cereal bar type of thing. And I was like, I think there are going to be I think there are going to be people who love it. But I was like, it's just a little too foody for me. So I had owned it at this point for probably like like 4 or 5 months, and I decided the travel size, I was just gonna go ahead and finish it up and get rid of it. Baby, I wore the Mallo treat bar at the time with the rainbow mallow together, and it was like the dead of winter. Matter of fact, it was, I think it was shortly after Thanksgiving, around that time, Black Friday, somewhere around there. And I sprayed the mess out of both of them. Yes, I did. But I was trying to finish them up. When I tell you, I left out that house and it was, first of all, I smelled good. I could smell myself. But the compliments, compliments at the grocery store from the cashiers, like just, I said, and it smelled good to me as well. Like, I was so surprised because I had resolved to finish both of these because the rainbow mallow was too soft and the mallow treat bar was too foody. So the fact that me getting ready to finish them up because I don't want them no more, and now I'm talking about I need 50 mils of both. I literally said I need 50 mils of both of these perfumes. So that just that whole story was just to say about sometimes, especially with these smaller owned brands, let them sit. Even if you have a travel size, a sample, let it sit for a couple of months before you rule it out, because they're small indie brands, right? They're not letting hundreds of perfumes sit on their shelves and waiting for them to mature before they're selling. We don't expect them to. That's not what they're there for. These are small, independently owned brands. Like, they're making them and shipping them. Making them and shipping them. Oh, I forgot one, and I'm going to go get it because I want to talk about that one. But we're not expecting that from those small owned brands because that's not what they're there for. Like, that just would be unrealistic. So I just said all that to say it benefits from letting it sit. I mean, if you first smell you just absolutely hate it, okay, maybe. But even still, like, there are some that just really need to sit. And also too, like, in a different season, because when I first smelled both of those, it was still warm outside. When I finally resolved to get rid of them, it was cold outside. It was winter. So all the things. Let me go get this one because I really do want to talk about it. Okay, so the last one I want to talk about really quickly is Lemonilla from CJ Scents. Y'all, this is one and I'm not even gonna hold you. That first, I'll link the video above, the first video where I smelled stuff from them, I think this was like the only one in that, maybe this one and the marshmallow one, but this was the one that I was like, immediately, first sniff, I said oh, this is the sugary lemon perfume of my dreams. I knew from first sniff that I was gonna get a bigger. It was no question. What I've been saying, one spray, and I said yes. I can't even remember now. But Lemonilla is what you think it smells like. Lemon, sugary. And you know what's crazy? There is somewhat of like a sweet. Take the sweetness from Fruit Loops without the cereal vibe, right? Just get the sugary sweetness of Fruit Loops sans cereal, and that's what Lemonilla smells like. Ooh. And let me tell you, the longer this sits, and I haven't even had it that long, and my dent is already denting, but we're not going to talk about that. The longer this sits, the stronger it gets. The oil concentration of this is what's necessary. Okay, it's giving what needs to be given, and it's a compliment getter, and it lasts all day. I was getting, and like, I got whiffs of myself all day. I was also lemoned down to the ground. I think I had on lemon capri, the dupe from the Dua brand. I had on this. I had on, I think, lemon iced tea from the Dua. Like, I had on all the things, but I was still getting whiffs of Lemonilla. And I kind of feel like I'm gonna spend up. I already have an order on my way from her anyway, but I feel like I might spin the block and, like, I don't know, I feel like I could maybe add something and just take this to the next level. I might add marshmallow, I don't know. But if you're looking for a sweet lemon sugar perfume, you need to smell Lemonilla. She does sell samples. Go ahead and order you a sample. Only thing is, you can't do samples of like custom blends. So like fluff bar samples, ice cream bar samples. Like, you can't do samples of that because she said it's too difficult to make in that small of a quantity. So you would have to do at least a 15 ml or more. But at least to just smell what Lemonilla smells like, go ahead. And I think I said it too, when you first smell it, there is a little bit of like a lemon cleaner smell, but it's very, very faint. And the longer you have it, it just completely goes away. So don't let that deter you from buying the full perfume if you end up liking the sample. This just, I promise you, nobody's smelling that. Nobody is smelling that. But that is everything that I wanted to talk about that I can at least remember of perfumes that started off as a travel size or a sample or a decant, and I upgraded to the full bottle. This is all of the ones I can think of from small owned, independently owned brands. I've done one already for, I think I did it for like designer perfumes, I think. So this is small owned, independently owned, and then I'll do another one for like niche perfume brands. I might do one for Duo, but I don't normally be sampling Duo. I normally just be jumping 6 feet deep. I normally just jump all the way in. So yeah, head over to the after party. Let me know what small owned brand, independently owned brand, black owned brand have you purchased samples from, or you started off as smaller bottles or smaller samples and you upgraded to a bigger size. And I want to say too, especially with these small owned brands, independently owned brands, this is the best way to try them. Because they are small owned, because they are independently owned, you're not going to be able to return it. Okay, that's just not going to happen. You're not going to be able to send it back. There are a lot of Facebook groups and you can sell within that if you want to, but you're just not going to be able to email them and say, I don't like this, can I send it back? No. None of these businesses that I've talked about take returns. They don't mind you selling their things, but they also are not going to take anything back. So you will benefit from sampling first, trying smaller sizes first. All of the places that I mentioned sell at least a travel size, so 10 ml or 15 ml. CJ Scents does do samples. Like I said, Genre also, they do samples. And yeah, Daukens does 7 mils, I think, and Pick Me Up Parfums does 15 mils. So you can get a smaller size, but even that sometimes is too much. So there are people who will decant things. They have a full collection. Do your research. That's the one thing I will say. All of these small owned brands benefits from you doing your research. Okay, please do your research, investigate, ask questions, buy from people. And like, you can, when you're in those Facebook groups, they call them legit checks or whatever. Post, say, hey, I want to buy from this person. Are they legit? Have you done business with them? People do that all the time in there. I was reading somewhere, I can't remember which group it was, but somebody was like, I took my time, I ordered samples from different people, and it was months before I made the decision on which ones I was going to get a full bottle of, but I had a good experience. I did my research, I took my time, I ordered samples, I ordered decants, I bought off of other people and figured out which ones I liked and then upgraded from there. So that's all I'm going to say is, with these small owned brands, take your time. Order samples, order decants, watch videos like you're doing now, listen to what other people are saying, go to the after party, read the comments, read what people are saying, so you can make informed decisions. Because it's not like going to Macy's or going to Sephora or going to Ulta where you can just return it if you don't like it. That's not the case. So I know I went off on a tangent, but I just really want people to have the best experience possible, especially with these small owned brands. I want y'all to have a good experience. So please do your research, do your research, do your research. All right, I'm done talking. I love you all so much. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.